Okay, so everyone's been talking about ChatGPT, right? But what if I told you there was another company pioneering commercial large language models way before they were cool? Today, we're diving into AI21 Labs, the enterprise-focused AI powerhouse that's been quietly building the tools that businesses actually need.
Look, you've probably played around with these consumer AI tools, and yeah, they're super impressive. But when the stakes are higher, when your business is on the line, is impressive really good enough? That single question is the whole reason companies like AI21 Labs exist.
Here's the best way to think about it. Consumer AI is kind of like your personal Gmail account. It's fantastic for you as an individual, but a serious company can't run on it. They need an enterprise solution, right? Something with security, compliance, and performance guarantees. Well, that's the exact same difference between a general AI tool and a platform like AI21.
So what is the core problem here? Why do these incredibly powerful consumer tools just fall short when you try to use them in a serious business setting? It goes way beyond just missing features. It really boils down to risk and reliability.
Let's talk about hallucinations. That's when an AI just makes things up. It might be a funny little quirk in a chatbot, but in a financial report or a legal document, that's a completely unacceptable risk. Then you combine that with the lack of any real contractual guarantees, what we call SLAs, and what you're left with are tools built for mass appeal, not for the mission-critical work that businesses totally depend on.
Okay, now that we've really defined the problem, let's talk about the solution. AI21 Labs was built from the ground up to be the direct answer to these very specific enterprise challenges.
This is what enterprise-focused AI really means. This isn't about generating a funny poem or a cool image. It's about a completely different set of priorities. Things like accuracy, rock-solid reliability, and having contractual guarantees you can build a business on. It's a fundamental shift in philosophy.
At the very core of what they offer are the Jurassic series of large language models. But the real power isn't just in the models themselves. It's the entire ecosystem of specialized tools built around them, all designed to handle specific business jobs safely and effectively.
So let's actually look inside this enterprise toolkit. What exactly makes this platform so different from just making a simple API call to a consumer model?
The platform is really built in layers. It all starts with those foundational Jurassic models. On top of that, you have these task-specific APIs. Think of them as precision tools for things like summarization. If you have deeper needs, you can create custom models. And then, holding it all together are the enterprise guarantees, the SLAs, the support, the compliance. That's the whole stack.
This quote just captures the whole idea perfectly. You know, the wow factor from a cool demo wears off really fast in a business setting. What actually lasts is reliability. Can I trust this to get it right every single time? Do I have a contract that guarantees its performance? That's what people making big decisions really care about.
And this isn't just theoretical. The platform is being used by the kinds of organizations that have the most to lose from AI making a mistake. We're talking regulated industries like finance and healthcare, legal teams analyzing contracts, and huge enterprises building internal tools that their business absolutely depends on.
So this all leads to a really practical question. We know what AI21 is, but when should you actually choose it over all the other options out there? The choice becomes pretty clear when you lay it out like this. If your work involves compliance, if you're working on critical applications, and you absolutely require those contractual guarantees, then an enterprise solution is the way to go. But you have to be honest about your needs. If you're building a consumer app, or you just need a general chatbot, or you care most about having the absolute latest features the second they launch, then AI21 might not be the right fit. Of course, no platform exists in a vacuum. To really understand where AI21 stands, we've got to see how it compares to the other major players out there.
The whole story is right here in that first row. Focus. You can see that AI21 and Cohere are completely dedicated to the enterprise, while OpenAI and Anthropic are more general purpose. And that one single difference explains pretty much everything else. The enterprise players are naturally going to offer stronger SLAs and deeper customization, while the general platforms are going to move faster on public innovation. It's the classic trade-off, stability versus speed.
So if you only take away 3 things from all this, make it these. First, AI21 is enterprise first through and through. Second, it's built for those industries where compliance and guarantees are completely non-negotiable. And third, it represents a very clear choice. You're choosing proven business reliability over having the absolute newest, fastest-moving consumer feature.
And that leaves us with this final, crucial question for you to really think about. In the context of your own work, what's the non-negotiable? Is it being on the cutting edge with all the latest features, or is it having guaranteed, predictable reliability that you can actually build a business on? The answer to that will tell you exactly what kind of AI platform you need.